Shalom, shalom. This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone Atlanta Camp. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahakradash. Double honors to my elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. And I was just looking at the migration of the Roman, pretty much the Roman migration, and they pretty much spread it throughout Europe. So, and also when you look up who is Esau today, he's associated with Rome. There's a book called Who is Esau Edom, and it tells you that they were Romans. So, of course, you know the history of Esau and Jacob. They was twin brothers. And then it was told to Rebecca that she's going to have twins, going to be two manner of people. And then Esau's the elder. He came out red and hairy. And, Jacob came out like a normal person. He had melanin, he also has spoken of himself being a smooth man and his brother being hairy. That was before he received the blessing. So just going on Google, just seeing what Google says. I just typed in who is Esau today, because they're not going to tell you it's a self-proclaimed white man, or the so-called white man. They're not going to say that. It's going to say the Europeans and all of that. And then, you had Jake ruling Europe too. You had so-called dark-skinned people ruling over Europe. But that's not who it's talking about. Europe has been pretty much overtaken by Edomites. As a matter of fact, those are the 10 horns which make up the beast, the 7 heads of the 10 horns. That's the EU and the European nations. All right, that's the beast that Yahweh Shai is going to come and conquer over. All right, so I'm just going to read this. This says, there's no single Esau today. Rather, interpretation suggests his legacy lives on his descendants, Edomites. Symbolic spiritual traits, prioritizing worldly gain. And that's what he did, because one of his blessings was the fatness of the earth. And as you see, he received that blessing, the fatness of the earth, along with the sword. It says, and then, the scriptures talk about how the wicked spread themselves like a great green bay tree, Salakia. And then it talks about the wicked and what is that? And you know what? I'm just gonna get it. I can't think of it. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna come back to this. And let's go to Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2. And I want to say it's around verse 5. Yep. It says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine, which is his philosophy. He's a proud man, neither keeper at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's what he did. He went out and pretty much just went conquering everywhere. So I just pulled up a few images, screenshots from Google, let you know that the truth is out there. Esau, you can't hide anymore. As a matter of fact, let's get that real quick in Jeremiah 49. It says, I have made Esau, this is Jeremiah 49:10, but I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not. Yeah, because that destruction is coming to Esau, and his seed is going to be spoiled. His seed is going to be destroyed. All right. The Edomites are going to go into captivity up under Israel in the kingdom of heaven. It talks about it all through the scriptures. All through the scriptures. As a matter of fact, Amos 9. And then when you read Daniel chapter 7, it talks about Rome being that last kingdom. The feet that was on the statue as well. But yeah, Rome is going to be that last kingdom, which America is Rome all over again. The deadly wound that was healed, which is the beast that's in Revelations 13. It was talking about Rome coming back as America. But you also have the beast, which is the 7 heads and the 10 horns, which make up Europe and the EU, which are Edomite nations. And then you have, let's go back to the map. Well, let's continue to read this. It says, or even associations with historical groups like Romans through genetic links are lost, though genetic links are lost, with some religious views connecting Edomites to modern Jews or Europeans, while others see Esau as representing those who reject spiritual birthrights, making the answer complex. It's not complex because AI can go through this. They can see that they were associated with the Romans and the Europeans. So when you go over to the migration, because this is another thing I Googled, it says a Roman migration map typically shows a vast Roman Empire at its peak, 117 AD, and then illustrates the massive movements of people during the immigration period, 300 to 600 AD. That's actually during the beginning parts of the rebirth, what is it called? The Renaissance period. So if you look at this map, it shows, of course, Rome right here in the green, which is Italy, and it shows where Rome spread it. Spain, France, all through the Britain, all through Europe, even in Russia, in those countries in between. Those are all Edomites. All right. So I mean, you can't deny this. You can't say this is not true. It's all through Google. And then you got some people saying the Edomites are the Arabs. No, they're not. No, they're not. The Edomites are not the Arabs. This is proof right here through history and through the Bible who the Edomites are. All right, and then I looked up the European migration to America, and what did they do? You had the Northern Kingdom, you had the Southern Kingdom over in West Africa. They came, they was gathered up. The Hamites, which are the Africans, and also the Arabs, they got together and sold the Israelites to the Edomites, and the JOOs funded the whole thing. And what did they do? They migrated over to all the places where the Israelites were. And you can clearly see that. They migrated over here. They oppressed the people, the Northern and Southern Kingdom, enslaved them, raped, robbed, murdered them, made them forget about their heritage, their language. They didn't speak Hebrew anymore. They had to speak Spanish, English, French. All right, so that's proof right there that those European settlers that was over in Europe that came over to America, North America and South America, are Edomites. Now, this day, it's been a lot of mixing. So every so-called white person is not an Edomite. Some of them are actually Israelites because they may come out of this the northern tribes. You know, they may look like white people, but they background may be Argentina or Brazil. All right. In Brazil, all the way up to Venezuela, that's the tribe of Asher. That's who Trump is invading now. He's about to go to Cuba, which is the tribe of Manasseh, and probably Mexico, which is Issachar. So he's going to come down with that great wrath, like it talks about in Revelations 12 and 12. Okay, let's go back to the scriptures because I wanted to get this Amos 1 and 11, and I'm going to read it first. This is Amos chapter 1 and verse 11. It says, "Thus said the Lord Yahweh, for three transgressions of Edom, and for four, I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever." Ever since Esau was rejected of the blessing, all the way to this day, this devil has wanted to kill you Israelites. It has been doing it. Now I'm going to get that word pursue in the blue letter. Of course, we know what pursue means. And that's radap. I believe that's what that says. Radap. It says to be behind, follow after, pursue, persecute, run after. Is not that what these Edomites did to the Israelites? They came all the way from Europe after 70 AD, when they ran us out of Jerusalem. They came all the way over here to find the northern kingdom. And they already knew the northern kingdom was over here. Christopher Columbus, we was talking about that today in class. They already knew the northern kingdom was over in the Americas. His job was to pursue the Israelites. Let's go back. And it says, and he kept his wrath forever. So yeah, the Lord is going to deal with Edom because of what he did to the Israelites. And now he's been uncovered. Everybody see who he is. And just like I showed you, I just went to Google and did some screenshots of typing in simple questions. Who is Esau Edom? It associate him with the Romans. Then look at the Roman migration all the way up through Europe. Then you seen the European migration all the way around the Americas where the Israelites were. So it's no coincidence, you know, but not coincidence. It's a no-brainer who this man is. The son of perdition being revealed. All right, the man of sin being revealed. All right, let's go back to KJV because I want to end it off with this. It says, Second Ezra 6:9. It says, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, which is the kingdom. And why is Esau the end of the world? Because Europe and America is going to be the cause of the end of the world via thermonuclear fire. Not only that, but it's going to be Russia involved. Russia's going to be heavily involved in destroying America, along with China, along with North Korea. You're going to have other places on the planet that's going to get damaged. But America is going to be completely obliterated because of Esau Edom, the so-called white man. This place was only set up to just to be the wilderness for the Israelites. And after that, it has to be destroyed because we don't want no remembering of what happened to us over here. It's going to be an old memorial. There's going to be a new Exodus that's going to be written when the kingdom of heaven is established. All right. So, of course, you know, it says Esau is the end of the world. And you be like, how is Esau the end of the world? Because that's the man that's going to end the world through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But he has the power to do it. Jacob can't end the world. We don't have the weapons that Esau have. Ain't no Negroes out there or Native Americans with nuclear weapons. It's you Edomites. It's you white people. You're the Edomites. And let's go through the screenshots again. You migrated from Europe over to the Americas, taking over the Israelite tribes. All right. You came from Rome and invaded all of Europe. And it shows you right here, the Edomites are associated with the Romans. So, I mean, it's simple, plain and simple, all right? And that was just a basic search, you know, that anybody can do. We really shouldn't be having this conversation this late in the game. Everybody should know who these Edomites are. And they cannot receive salvation at all. All right. So I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Once again, also double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone that taught us this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect.